Christina Ricci has had a successful 30-year career in Hollywood. Her acting journey began with roles in Mermaids and as Wednesday Addams in The Addams Family. After numerous films and diverse roles, she faced challenges, and her career saw a resurgence with the success of Yellowjackets in 2021. Here are 10 things you probably didn't know about Christina Ricci. She got into acting to entertain her siblings. Born on February 12, 1980, Christina Ricci didn't come from a showbiz background and does not come from money. She was discovered by a local theater critic when she starred in a school production at the age of 8. Encouraged by her siblings, she went to auditions to make them laugh. She told The Guardian, "They bullied my mother into letting me make the decision. And they were so into it, they thought it would be hilarious to see me on TV. And I was like, sure, I'll do anything to make you guys laugh." She made her film debut at the age of 10 in Mermaids and gained recognition in films like The Addams Family and Casper. She convinced director Barry Sonnenfeld to change The Addams Family script. The original script for The Addams Family never made it clear whether Gordon was Uncle Fester or not. With the identity of the family member left up in the air, many of the actors felt the screenplay should make the matter clear. According to director Barry Sonnenfeld, Ricci, just 10 at the time, spoke up to him on the set, arguing Gordon should be revealed as Uncle Fester because it made more sense for the story. Ultimately, she convinced him to make the change. She had a rule about her pig nose in Penelope. Ricci wore a pig nose for a movie called Penelope. She had a rule not to touch or acknowledge it until the afternoon, around 3 hours before filming ended. She told Collider, "I had this rule that I couldn't touch it or acknowledge it until 4 in the afternoon or 3 hours before wrap, because if I started at the beginning of the day, I would just be irritated by it all day." She struggled with the intense scrutiny of her body image. Although she successfully made the transition from a child actor to an adult star, it wasn't easy. She faced intense scrutiny over her body, leading to struggles with anorexia. She highlighted the negative impact of people constantly criticizing her appearance, especially during puberty. She told Rolling Stone, "I was really depressed. I was just sleeping all the time, and I wouldn't go to school. I would go maybe Monday, have an anxiety attack, and then be in my bed for the rest of the week." As a mother, she is determined to break the cycle and teach her daughter about healthy eating without attaching unhealthy labels to food. She had to give up on a huge dream. Ricci once had a different goal. In a 1996 interview, she expressed her willingness to give up acting to go to college and become a filmmaker. She said, "I'm writing now, and I want to be a filmmaker." Her adaptation of Jean Cocteau's Les Enfants Terribles landed her a spot at Columbia University. However, despite her passion for writing, financial constraints led her to defer college and prioritize her acting career. She told The New Yorker, "I was successful in making money, so I deferred for a couple of years, and then it was just like, I'm not going." She admitted she regrets not pursuing her writing dreams, but acknowledges the stability her acting career provided. She has some unique fears. She has botanophobia, a fear of houseplants. She told the British Esquire, "They are dirty. If I have to touch one, after already being repulsed by the fact that there is a plant indoors, then it just freaks me out." Additionally, she has an irrational fear of swimming pools, fearing a scenario like in Jaws. She won't swim alone, worried a magical door might release a shark. However, it's unclear if these fears have changed over time. She once punched Anna Gasteyer on Saturday Night Live. In 1999, when Ricci guest hosted Saturday Night Live, a sketch went wrong. In a parody of Sally Jessy Raphael, Ricci, playing a wild teen, accidentally punched Anna Gasteyer, who portrayed Raphael. Ricci had been advised to use a different punch for realism, but they hadn't practiced it. During the live show, she ended up hitting Gasteyer in the face. Ricci apologized, but Gasteyer later made critical comments, suggesting Ricci drank a lot before the show due to nervousness. Gasteyer claimed Ricci hadn't earned her place in theater like others. She was threatened with a lawsuit for refusing to shoot an intimate scene in a certain way. In an interview with The View, she revealed that she was once nearly hit with a lawsuit because she dared to modify a sex scene. "Someone threatened to sue me once because I didn't want to do this sex scene in a certain way." She expressed appreciation for the positive changes in Hollywood, highlighting that current actors, especially younger ones, can assert themselves and set boundaries on intimate scenes, a freedom she and others didn't have in the past. She was surprised by her own daughter's name. In August 2021, she shared on Instagram that she and her partner, Mark Hampton, were expecting their first child together. They later revealed they had secretly gotten married in Los Angeles a few months after announcing the pregnancy. In December 2021, they welcomed their daughter, Cleopatra Ricci Hampton. During an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Ricci disclosed that she was surprised by her own daughter's name. Apparently, they had already decided to name their daughter Cleo. While discussing names before the C-section, Hampton assumed Cleo was a nickname and suggested a full name. Ricci jokingly suggested Cleopatra, thinking they would continue discussing it later. However, right after she gave birth, Hampton excitedly posted on Instagram, revealing the full name, and she realized they had unintentionally named their daughter Cleopatra. She filed a restraining order against James Heigan. Christina Ricci had a troubled marriage with James Heigan. They met on the Panem set, got married in 2013, and divorced 7 years later. In 2020, she obtained an emergency protective order accusing Heigan of physical and emotional abuse. In 2021, she got a domestic violence restraining order, gaining full custody of their son. Despite reaching a divorce settlement in 2022, she requested an emergency hearing after her ex allegedly tried to stop her from taking her son on an NYC trip. Their custody battles continue as of June 2023.